this new version of Judaism called Zionism, which is basically in opposition to everything Judaism stands for. And why we are opposed to Zionism and to the State of Israel? Because this whole philosophy of Zionism, this State of Israel, happens to be in total contrast to very, very basics of Judaism, even before any crimes committed to anyone. But when they are committing so many crimes, it just adds so many transgressions of Judaism to it.
So you would like to see the State of Israel be dissolved?
Dissolved, and which doesn't mean
no government?
No Israeli government. We should restore all rights.
So no army to protect the State of Israel or the former State of Israel?
No.
And then what do you think would happen if that happened?
It will happen to the Jewish people living there, the same that happened to the Jewish people that lived there before the Israeli army. Jewish people lived there. And we lived in peace.
When the Muslims ruled it, or when?
When the Muslims ruled there.
So you want the Muslims to come back and take over the State of Israel?
The indigenous people that were expelled from the land should be allowed back. All refugees should be...
Like the Canaanites and those kinds of people, or what people?
I'm talking about people that were chased out of their homes and of their lands. And
like at what point of history?
What about the ones that left?
In the last 100 years. Excuse me?
What about the ones that left because they wanted to leave?
Over
700,000 Arabs left on their own accords because they didn't want to be in the middle of a war.
Okay, now exactly how to consider those people, if that will happen to yourself in the United States or to your families, I leave it up to you to decide whether you would
personally,
choose to
I
go.
wouldn't myself fall for propaganda to leave my home. But in the case that I fell for propaganda and I left my house, one second, I just want to finish that. Let me land my plane here.
Go ahead.
If I left my house on my own accords, and there was a war in that territory, and after the war was over, no longer was the governance under the control that I was there previously, I don't really have a home to return to, right?
Do you truly believe that the people in Jenin, for example, were like leaving the place just on their own accord?
Sure, it's very well documented in Arab propaganda at the time. They were saying Jordan specifically was putting flyers in towns, in towns, saying, go ahead, leave your houses because this is going to be a war-torn area. You don't want to be in the middle of it. Once we win the war back, because 6 of us countries are going to unite together,
and you truly believe that 750,000 refugees, all of them left just because they were told to leave and they decided to leave?
There was probably about 30,000 that were quote-unquote ethnically cleansed, but over 700,000 of them left of their own accords. And we know this because it's very well documented in the various journals at the time.
Without going into debates,
sure.
I leave this up to some professional in the field to decide, for some judges in The Hague or some politicians in the UN. I leave it up to them.
Sure. So you are for anarchy in that region at this point?
Excuse me?
You are for anarchy in Israel? No government, no rules, just whatever happens, happens.
I didn't say that.
You think so?
I didn't say that.
Well, what would happen if you got rid of the State of Israel? You said no government, no army.
I didn't say that.
You did earlier.
I said no Israel.
Yeah, so that means no government, no army, right?
I do encourage to allow all refugees to return.
Well, hold on, does that mean they have an army? Yes or no?
And to form a government with a rule and with...
Okay, but again, the army, what happens to the army if the State of Israel goes away?
The Israeli army should stop, and I encourage the indigenous people living in the land to form their own government and their own army, whatever is needed.
Okay, but what happens to the army, though? You said you want to get rid of the army.
Listen.
But no,
we
this is a yes or no question.
Each other. You understand exactly what I'm saying.
I don't. It sounds like you want anarchy and then the Islamists to take over again.
I'm not saying Islamists take over again. I said that the indigenous Palestinian people should be allowed to return.
So everyone could fight to make another state.
That's if everybody's going to fight, that's your opinion. That's a matter of an opinion.
Well, I'm asking, what do you think will happen?
My opinion is, it's not my opinion. When I can present facts that before the 1920s, Jewish people, a small minority, lived in peace.
Okay, but I'm not talking about. So you want?
Do you agree? Do you agree? Do you agree? Do you agree?
With what?
That a small minority of Jewish people lived in peace in Palestine before the 1920s.
Depends on how small a minority you're talking about. But what I'm asking is,
if you get yes or no?
Because
yes or no?
Thinking logically,
yes or no?
Listen,
I have a yes or no.
I'm not
question.
Jewish.
I have a yes or no question.
If you get rid of the State of Israel,
you can answer.
I asked you what would happen to the army, and you would not say yes or no. I asked you, would you get rid of the army?
I asked you 3 times.
You didn't say yes or no.
No Israeli army at all, no Israeli government, and no Israeli oppression of anyone, and no sovereign state for the Jewish people, which happens to be in total violation of basics of Judaism, which you might not be aware.
Can we just ask you real briefly? Is it a religious
I just want to keep
argument?
this question because I want to be honest to this question. Okay? And then the indigenous population should form whatever is necessary for the region, and we would live as we lived in peace. To that question, you refuse to answer yes or no.
This is the same mindset that leftists have. It's an idea that if we get rid of the government, everybody will work together and everybody will be happy. It's never happened. So if you get rid of the state of Israel and the army, what's going to happen? Who's going to take over?
Can I ask you a question?
What's going to happen to your people?
Can I ask you a question?
Weird.
Can I ask you a question?
I mean, it's tricky.
What are you suggesting?
You're the one out here.
What are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm asking.
You have an opinion?
It's to keep
Your
Israel.
opinion, and I answered it.
I'm curious.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm curious.
You
What is your
seem to be an
opposition?
honest person, an intelligent person. Please answer me the question.
What is your opposition to the state of Israel currently? Is it not religious enough?
I'm not interested in continuing a conversation which is one-sided. That's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. No. If this is the way how we debate, if this is the way how we debate, then that's finished. I'm here for an open discussion, for an honest discussion. If we want to continue on a
Jewish
discussion, that's
person
fine.
born in Israel, can you explain to me what is your opposition against the state of Israel as in its form right now?
I said it all.
Well,
I
what
said
is
it
your
all.
opposition?
I'm not going to repeat.
Is it not religious enough for
You
you?
record it, and that's good enough.
It's not religious enough for you, and that's the problem.
Not at
you
all.
don't want
Not
a
at all.
secular state.
Not at all. You've got it totally wrong.
That makes
He's
sense.
right. Run it? I don't know.
Because it's not
Listen,
Jewish
I'm not
enough.
Jewish, but this doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it's because it's not Jewish enough for them. They believe that the state of Israel should be founded exactly as how the Torah says it's to be.
And
you don't
said a
agree.
minute ago that
You
that
don't
is
agree
wrong.
with the fact
You
that
were
there's.
saying
He
what
never
I
said that. Don't
You don't
put words
agree
in
with
his
it.
mouth. Don't put words in his mouth.
That you are wrong. And you're continuing.
So this idea
is
that
not
you
an
guys,
honest debate.
this
This
idea
is
that
not
you
an
want
honest discussion.
come back there?
This is not an honest
He
discussion.
never said
You're
that.
putting words in
So
my
tell
mouth.
us,
You're
what
lying
is
to
your,
me.
what
you're
is your
continuing.
problem
You're
with the
not-
Jew?
you're not
What
shutting
is
up.
your problem
You're
with Israel?
continuing.
What is your
And this
problem
is
with
being
Israel?
recorded.
You didn't answer his question.
You're just continuing.
So try to
and you're
answer
not
our
listening.
question.
You are not listening.
You just lied through your teeth.
Oh,
You're
you
like-
answered the one person.
Those are
thing.
personal attacks on someone you don't know.
Well,
That's
he
cheap.
keeps on repeating
That's
something that he
cheap,
never
though. You can't
possibly
And
just
said.
have no
I'm
moral.
telling you, I didn't say
Someone
that.
you don't even.
He-
And I totally
he says-
disagree
he
with
says-
what you're saying.
He said
He wants anarchy, so anything that happens, happens.
We would never say
Okay, I get it. That makes no sense. Nowhere in the modern world does anybody think that we should have
Exactly,
anarchy
he said
in
it.
Israel.
Thank you. We're not allowed to have a state. Explain to us at what point can
Well,
we
you
have
can't
a
have a
state?
state.
At what point can we have a state? Explain to me. At what point can there be a state?
Because you don't practice the religion, so don't put
know.
yourself
At
in
what
the
point
same.
do you-
We are Jews who have a religion.
To you to have a state.
They're waiting for the Messiah.
They're waiting for the Messiah. Exactly.
No, we're not allowed to kill or steal or co-opt the land from another people.
A
Even if he
perfect-
rolls his eyes and says God gave it to him. God didn't give it to him. There's no such thing as a perfect state.
In your view,
There's a perfect state of
in your view, what is the perfect state of Israel? When do you form Israel?
not permit Jews to establish any Jewish sovereignty since the destruction of the temple.
Until what happens?
These rebels against God decided to use the identity of Judaism in order to steal the land from the Palestinian people. That's what we're dealing with.
And then state of Israel. You said it.
Their interpretation is that you can't steal the land because the Messiah isn't going to come back. If you
Hold on,
steal the
what-
land from the
wasn't
people, then
Palestine,
they're
like, conquered, like,
violating the
15 times?
Jewish.
Their problem is that the current state of Israel is not religious enough. They want the state of Israel to exist on a religious basis. They don't want there to be diversity of religious faith in there. That is my problem with the majority of Hasidic Jews here, is that they know what they're doing here. They're manipulating public opinion for the simple fact that they know that the state of Israel can only exist to them when it's based on religious faith.
I said that?
He said it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, he didn't have to call them.
He Palestinians animals.
Because they can't.
Talk about putting words in
you're-
our mouth, buddy.
Those are cheap arguments. We're having a discussion.
The Israeli
No
army
one
is
said
killing
that they're
people.
animals.
They're the ones.
Why
The
would
Israeli
you-
army. The Israeli army are the ones who are bringing peace, love. We could live together. How? By killing people, by not giving them food
that?
for the children.
saying that?
That's not anarchy.
Who's saying that? Did I say it? Did he say it? Who said to starve people? Who
Why are you
said they're
putting words in
animals?
my mouth?
Why are they doing it? Why are they starving people? Why are they starving people? Where?
In Gaza?
We have to find. We have to look it up. We have to find
Where
where
are
it
they
is.
starving kids?
Where they starving kids?
Tell me.
Find out.
Your camera. Maybe you'll find the pictures.
We're looking in our camera.
Where are they starving kids? All over the world.
Yeah, with your smile.
Tell me,
It's a
tell
joke
me,
with the-
when
with the people
when
in
you can
Gaza.
find,
it's
when
a joke that
Hashem
you're
finally
putting
allows
words in
you
their
to
mouth,
create
calling
the
people
state of
animals
Israel,
who
is
no one
there-
ever called animals.
Can
When-
there be a state of Israel that's condoned by God? So just let's not cross that. We are dealing with a bunch of sinners, frauds. They've stolen the identity of Judaism in order to co-opt and steal the land from the people that were living there for hundreds and hundreds of years, together with Jewish people in the same homes, in the same courtyards, peacefully, with the distinctly different religions, without any agitation or anything that was
Sounds like
going
the 2
on there.
million Arabs that currently live in Israel, right?
You're gonna tell me
You have a
this-
problem with what's going on in Gaza. I can understand that, but you're complaining about the state of Israel. Yeah, my relatives. I was even born there. Were you born there?
Thank God I wasn't. Thank God I wasn't. Thank God I wasn't.
Have you been to Israel?
Let me tell you.
Wait. Have you been to Israel?
Yes, 4 times. We can have a conversation.
Good, but have you been to Israel?
Wow.
Tell us. Have you been to
Have you been to
Israel?
Palestine?
How are you going to twist this narrative that if I was or wasn't, it's right for Israel to steal the land for the Palestinians? Let me
You're passing
understand.
judgment on a place you've never been, on a people that you've never met.
Pass judgment on people who are using
You're saying,
their
get rid of
identity
Israel. I've never been there, but screw them.
when they're busy brutally beating the Jewish people.
That's like if I said
who are
Africa
living
shouldn't
there.
exist because
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I'm going to say it just because I want to.
Because
it's
it's
the same
dangerous.
argument.
Yeah, kids are starving. Kids are starving in Israel.
Kids are starving in Africa, therefore we should have no African government.
So you're not exposed to any of the images of the starving people in Gaza, are you?
We're unaware of anything that's happening in
You didn't
Gaza.
hear the
By who?
secretary.
By Hamas
You
or
didn't
who?
hear
Who's starving them?
the leadership of Israel talk about cutting off all.
So then why are they
food
giving them an aid with the
to Gaza?
GHF? Do you know what the GHF is? It's called the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. You know who started it? The U.S. and Israel. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. All right. Well, all right. I need to go pee, so thank you for your time.
Whenever
Thank
they
you.
go out on the streets, they spray them with that chemicals to
Thank God
destroy
they're
their
spraying them
clothes.
instead of shooting them like they do in
They
Gaza.
shoot them also. They shoot them. You want to know what happened in 1948?
Oh,
They had-
1948.
Yeah, this rabbi went out with a white flag to Jordanians, and what happened? They shot him. The rabbi, the leader of the community.
Can you tell us just one time what Judaism faith are you?
Get there.
So you're not Chabad, obviously.
We are Jewish. We have a Jewish faith. You went away from the Jewish faith and decided to make it ersatz
Yeah,
Judaism.
I'm Chabad.
You call
What
it
are you?
like-
Are
you're
you Hasidic?
Chabad.
Are you
You're Chabad.
Hasidic?
What is Chabad? What is Chabad?
Are you Hasidic? Can you
What is
answer a simple
Chabad?
question?
It's not written anywhere in the Torah or in the Pentateuch. So you're making up a name and claiming it's part of Israel.
Criminals who stole the land from another people, who's tried to attempt to steal the religion from the Jewish people, but it won't work.
No, Philistine was there before that. That's why Abraham dwelled in the land of the Philistine. Philistine,
the war and
not yours.
We have so many of our relatives. It's not so long ago. The state is 77 years. We still have people who are living there prior to the state.
Israel, not Israel.
Yeah, this is what they do
You
to
don't
them.
know
To
about
demonstrate.
the
We
land.
never carry
You
a
act like
gun,
you're
never
one
a
of the
knife.
people that
They demonstrate.
historically were
They get
from
brutally
there.
beaten.
They learn a
They
little
get
something.
murdered, assassinated,
Instead of
old rabbis.
propagating.
If this would happen, God forbid, in the U.S. or Canada or anywhere, it would be the greatest scandal. But they just do this with impunity. This is how they attack Jews. Not once, but daily. Hey, you can see the demonstrations. Tens of thousands of Jews who are living there for hundreds of years demonstrating. And this is what the story is. It's a false Judaism. And they attack you if you go stand up and say, please stop killing the children. You're an anti-Semite. You're an anti-Semite.